Hi everybody. So it's been a long time since I did a video. I have got a cycle which I still need to edit and upload with regards to cycle on the washing machine. But this is a tumble dryer I've had for a few weeks now. I wanted this one in black, but as I said, I was given the money for this. So it's the Hotpoint Ultima S-Line condenser tumble dryer. It's, like I say, 9 kilo, B rated. It's got 16 different programs on it. It's got the LCD screen with all the loads of different options on there. I'll just say it's a nice big drum as always, because Hotpoint always never fail with their drum sizes, regardless. Because I mean, see, the 9 kilos always seems to be big. I think the 8's usually about the same, really. So there's nothing been wrong. I've had some slight issues with it, probably hence the price, because I was given £100 for it, well, and I paid £100 for it. Some of the buttons are a little bit, when you press them, they don't seem to respond, but hopefully that can be fixed with maybe just like a new control panel. So the on button obviously still works. There you go, you got the LCD display. The one thing, I've had an Ultima before, but this was a bit of an older model. But as I say, what I like about this one is it tells you the program you've got, and then under here gives you a lot of information. This will give you the stage it's on, like I say, dry, cool, tumble, and then end of cycle. And then usually what happens, as you can see with the text scrolling, it gives you indication to like clean your filter and empty your water bottle, as I should do every cycle. But I mean, I usually tend to empty the water bottle when it gets near full up, and then, but it's a good thing it does actually stop to let you know that if you've forgotten to empty the water bottle or water tank, that you can just like empty it and then just press the start button. And over here we have 8 different programs, but there are actually 16 in total, because each program will represent two cycles. As you can tell, 1 has the standard cotton and shirts, 2 has bed and bath and anti-allergy, 3 synthetics and turbo dry, 4 for jeans and duvet, 5 wool and silk, 6 baby delicate and dark cycle. You've got cuddly toys and heat and enjoy, easy iron and refresh, and my cycle is if you just, this is a program that you just want to keep in memory. Push and hold the M button, that's just get stored in memory, so you can only store 1 though, which is a bit of a pain. But I only tend to press keep. I do have it on one of the, I do tend to use this one because this button is a little bit dodgy, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So like when you press, so I will use number 2 because that seems to work. So when you press number 2, it displays to change bed and bath. If you want the other one, which is the second program, press it again and you get the anti-allergy. And then you press it again, it will revert back to the previous cycle. And this happens with all of them. With number 7, you got a cuddly toys. This is a timed only program for 3 hours 20 minutes, but I don't think you're going to want to dry your cuddly toys for no more than just over 3 hours. But this cycle is beneficial if you've got kids and maybe all their cuddly toys a bit, you've washed them and you want to get them dry. I say this is a beneficial program. Number 7, again, the second one, for heat and enjoy. This is very good for like especially in the winter time with like your dressing gowns. So I almost forgot. Yeah, so with like dressing gowns, or if you want to heat any clothes up like in the winter time, so all you would do is press the start button, and then the drum will start going round. I don't know if you can see it, as you might be able to tell. It'll start going round, then it'll come up heating, and then after about a couple of minutes it should actually, and then what it will do, it will beep and it'll tell you it's ready. So what it is, it will heat to about 37 degrees, I think, because that's what the human body temperature is. So then once it's done that, all you do is just take it out of the dryer, and I think this keeps going on for 3 hours. Not that you, and it will stay at the constant temperature. It's not a drying cycle, it will literally just heat up so you can get all nice and snuggly if you ever like feel cold. It doesn't take long to get up to the optimum temperature. As you can tell, obviously there is no timer, or there's no sensor drive, there's no time or remaining time, because again it will just literally heat to the temperature, and then that's all it is basically. So whilst that is going through, I'll explain some of the other buttons. So you've got sensor dry, which is like the sensor dry level, which I'll show in a moment. Delay timer, or delay, is like you can delay the start of the cycle up to 24 hours. Heat level, so you've got 3 different heat levels. You've got low, medium and high, and depending on the cycle, whether you can have low, medium, or medium and high. Just sometimes you can't use them. And I think time dry you can only use on certain cycles, so you've got like a maximum of 3 hours time dry, and then you keep pressing the button to actually like set a lot of time dry if you want to. The only thing I'm a little bit disappointed is, like, you got an hour, then it goes down to half an hour. There's no 45 minutes or something, because if you only need to get something dry quickly, and half an hour is not long enough, but an hour is too long. So that's the only pain in the rear with that one. Pre-care, can't remember what pre-care does. I think it's only used on certain programs. Post-care is where if you are out, if you're out and the wash is being dried and you want to reduce your creasing, so the post-care, what they will do, that will tumble every so often, like to stop creases. Child lock a bit self-explanatory, so stops the if you've got kids, stops them playing about, less fluff. There we go. So it's ready. So if you've got items in there, it says it's ready. So the sun, as I call it, the sun will flash, and then all you do, open the door, and then you'll go end of cycle. As you can, well, you can't tell, but it's like just like hot. So let me go back, press that button and go back to the normal cycles. Oh, there you go. So yeah, got the standard one. So as I said, like, this is the standard cotton cycle. So this is the one where you got your heat level, got low, medium and high heat. And there's your time dry. So you've got 3 hours, 2 hours 40, 2 hours, hour and a half, hour, 30, 20, and then back to 3. If you want your sensor dry, so you press the sensor dry, so then you got your sun, your dryness level, so you got 7 options, and where the info button there, it will tell you what your type of dryness level you got. So you got light dry, hanger plus, iron dry, damp, and then extra dry, which is the highest setting, and obviously the time changes along with it. Yeah, pre-care is I can't remember what cycle it's used on. Right. And post care, as I said, like tumbles, you got the child lock. You press and hold that for a couple of seconds. Not used it though. Less fluff. I suppose you get less fluff in the filter. Must do a different way of tumbling, or the heat knows what. I'm not too sure about that one, to be honest. And then sound, as if you want to turn the sound on or off, I think. But other than that, that's about it. So that's the basic overview of the Hotpoint Ultima S-Line tumble dryer. Oh, and I will show you a unique cycle of this one, which is to do with the wool. And what I'll do, once I do a load, I've got a load to do tomorrow, and what I'll do, I will film part of the cycle, as you'll find out what the uniqueness of the wool cycle does. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one.